Today is going to be a favorites video. I haven't done a favorites video in a while, so I just figured why not? So if you're interested, that's what it's gonna be. So let's just get into it. First things first, since they're in my hand right now. Wet wipes, fragrance free. Love these. I like the fragrance ones too, but fragrance free is cool as well. So I want to show you guys the Black owned beauty products. First, I do really believe in supporting things that you believe in, and I believe in supporting other people outside of my race. You know, as a white person, something that can be done moving forward is being more conscious and aware of where I'm putting my money. And quite frankly, as a white woman, I'm sick of giving my money to the white man. I would much rather give my money to a black or brown woman or man, or Asian woman or man, or anybody that is not white, you know what I mean? And it's not really to be against white people. Some things are unavoidable, and I'm gonna have to buy, you know, Quaker Oats or whatever. But anyways, like I said, I just wanted to kind of spotlight and showcase some Black owned products that I'm loving. So first, we've got Beauty Bakerie, and this is my first product that I've tried from her. I believe she is based in San Diego, which is pretty cool. But I've got the Bakerie Butter Primer. This has antioxidants in it. First of all, the packaging is really cool. It looks like a stick of butter. It's so cute. And then you just twist it up and the product comes out and you just add it to your face. And lately I've been using this under my eyes after I've done my eye makeup and everything, and it's time for my face makeup. I usually clean up under my eyes with a makeup wipe, and since I feel like that does pick up a little bit of like my eye cream and moisturizer, I like to add some of this primer just to kind of add a little bit more moisture and smooth it a little bit. Another product that I really love is the Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder. I've hit pan. I'm running low. Oh no, it's falling. Some of it flew out, so I'm trying to make those molecules hit my face. But I love setting my face with this, especially my under eyes and like my nose and in between my eyebrows. It looks like there's no product there, and it just looks so good. There's pretty much no color to it, so all it does is set that makeup, and somehow it adds some type of blurring, perfecting effect. So I just love this stuff so much. I would probably be repurchasing this. I think it's 30 bucks, but it's worth it. Pat McGrath products are bomb. I definitely want to get an eyeshadow palette one of these days, but you know, gotta save up. Another really awesome Black owned brand is Juvia's Place. I've tried out a couple of their products and I want to try more. They have very highly pigmented eyeshadows. I have the Zulu palette, which has some beautiful bright blues, greens, purples, pinks, etc. in it. I definitely want to get some more neutral ones as well. But one of my favorite highlighters is by them, and it is the Tribe Highlight Volume 3. The packaging also has to be mentioned. This highlight shade is super perfect for my skin tone, whether I am a little tan or pale. A little goes such a long way. I've actually used too much before, and it will look like kind of like a highlighty cast on my face. So I would definitely recommend going in with a lighter hand and tapping everything in, and then, you know, slowly with that light hand add more as you would please. But it's highly pigmented. It gives this very beautiful shine that blends into the skin really well. And of course there are deeper shades, so I'm sure that everybody is covered and can find a color that has that beautiful type of effect. And then of course we gotta mention Fenty Beauty. I love Fenty Beauty. I love every product that I've tried so far. There are many more products that I do want to try, but something that I use every day that I put on face makeup is her cream bronzer. Packaging is gorgeous. and this is in the shade Honey Glaze. I also love the cream blushes. I just didn't grab it right now, but I love that one. I have it in Daiquiri Dip. It's beautiful. It looks so good. You can put it on top of powders and under powders, and I just love it. But back to the bronzer. This one's a little bit warm for my skin tone, but I use it to kind of shape my face. I'll usually put it on after my BB cream and then go in with like concealer after, so then I can kind of blend concealer out, maybe clean up underneath if needed. But with the brush that I'm using, it's not even needed. The brush that I've been using is from Milani, and it's the Kabuki fan brush, and I feel like this is very similar to more high-end brushes. I feel like Scott Barnes may have a brush like this. I may or may not be correct, but I've seen brushes like this, you know, cost over $20 at least, and I'm sure I got this for $8 to $12. But for, I don't know what it is, but this makes cream contouring so easy, and you just, and it's just there where it needs to be, and like, you know, it's just perfectly shaped. And just the way everything's tapered and the softness is just perfect. So I highly recommend this brush. I feel like it would be a good brush for even like under eye work or foundation. So yeah. Okay, so jumping into the rest of the products, there actually is one eye product, and it is the Ulta Beauty Matte Cream Eyeshadows. At this rate, I think I have almost every color besides like the deeper colors, but I really love this. I use this every time I use eyeshadow, almost every time at least. Every time I use concealer as a base instead, I regret it. But this really helps set some color down on the eyes and kind of just get your eye going. There's different shades, so you can use one that's closer to your skin tone and set with a powder that's close to your skin tone and call it a day, or you can set it with a color that's maybe like a bronzer, or you know, just buff a little bronzer to set it, and it just stays put. And the reason why I love it so much is because I have hooded eyes, and so for me, eyeshadow's moving all over the place. It's hard for me to get color to stay in this outer part of my eye where I like to put eyeshadow. I get creases and folds, and there will be blotchy spots and stuff like that. So when I use this, it's like it's laying down a color, a cream color, and it's making it so once I set that, it's like locked and loaded, can't really be creasy or blotchy, you know what I mean? So this is the game changer for me. Next, we've got a cream illuminator type of thing, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I got the sample size from a Ross, I believe, a few months ago, and it is just such a good purchase. I'm so glad that I purchased this. I love the finish that this gives my skin. I wear this when I'm not wearing makeup, and I just feel more flawless even if I have pimples on my face. Like, I don't know what it is, it's just super glowy, and maybe has some type of formulation in here that gives somewhat of a filter like situation, but I'll read you the description. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about this already and tried it out. I have it in the Moonstone shade, but a sheer cream liquid that perfects skin with ultra-fine, light reflecting pearls for a soft, natural glow. Apply as a makeup base or over foundation to highlight specific areas of the face. Can also be mixed with foundation. So, you know, there's a lot of products like this out there, but I really do like this one. I understand the hype. The glow is almost, it's like unnaturally natural looking. Anyways, moving on. I have been enjoying this Smith & Colt Canceled Light Diffusing V Concealer. So it's like created to highlight that V. And this is in the shade 200 Neutral. And I was kind of like afraid that this would be too dark, and it is a little bit dark. I have used it on my cheek area, and I found that it was a little dark for my cheeks and stuff, but I like to use this under my eyes particularly where I do have shadows. It blends out pretty well. It doesn't look crazy dark or anything like that. And then after that, I'll go in with a dab of a lighter concealer that's a little bit more close to my skin tone, just so there is a little bit more brightness. But I really like this concealer. I like the finish. I like the way that it kind of helps, since it is a little bit darker and super yellow warmy toned to me, I feel like it does cancel out my shadows a little bit. So I really enjoy it. Next are some blushes. So this is from the brand Beauty, which is one of my favorite brands at Ulta. Super affordable brand. They have quite a few bomb products, but I really love their Blush Mallow blushes. I have 3, but my 2 favorites are right here. The third one is a shimmery bronzer kind of color, so I feel like it would be better for a highlight for deeper skin tones, or maybe a bronzer for me. But these ones right here are bomb. They look super intense, and they do have pigment, but I just really enjoy them. So this first one is in the color Dolly Peachy, and it's like red. And it just gives a super, you know, red, youthful, kind of cherry flush. But it looks good on my skin tone if I use a light hand. If I use too much, it don't look too good. And then next we've got it in, so this one is definitely actually more orange, because this next one is actually called Cherry Limeade, but it looks pink. It's like hot pink, and it's been my go-to lately. I love it. I don't know, I just love the color it gives, but side by side you can definitely see this one looks more pink, this one looks more red, but I think it's supposed to be more orange and more red. Do I make sense? But yeah, even with the brighter light, you can see this is a little bit more on the pink side, and this is like that burnt orangey red side. So I love these. I'm wearing this one today. And then lastly, I've got this sleek makeup, I believe it's an eyeshadow. Yes, it's an eyeshadow in the shade Exposed, but I like to use it as a highlight, and it's the highlight that I'm using today. And it just comes in this small little thing, so I just kind of tap my fan brush into it and then, you know, distribute as I would like around my face. But you can see right there, we got a nice glow going. I think it looks good on my skin tone. I'm not sure if other skin tones, or I'm not sure if it would look good on all skin tones, because it is kind of a light color, you see. But it definitely gives that wet, almost no color type of highlight, if that makes sense. Next, we'll jump into food products, just because there's only a couple. So I have been working out a lot lately. If you haven't seen my fitness videos, I've been working out for about a year now, pretty consistently, ever since quarantine. The lockdown of 2020 happened. I started to work out regularly, and now I'm working out 6 days a week. So it's pretty much a lifestyle now. But anyways, I've been trying different types of protein bars and protein supplements, stuff like that. And I recently found a protein bar that I love. I'm pretty picky about protein bars because, you know, they can be nasty, they can be thick, they can be powdery and drying to the mouth. So it's kind of hard for me to find something I really love. But anyways, drum roll for the Protein Crisp. This is the vanilla marshmallow flavor, and this has 20 grams of protein and 2 grams of sugar. It tastes pretty similar to a Rice Krispie. It has the same type of texture, but it does have a little bit of a coating on the bottom too, like a, you know, white chocolatey coating, if you will. So no, this isn't going to taste just like a Rice Krispie treat, but it's very similar and it's very easy to eat. I find that the Rice Crisp protein bars are really good and really easy for me to eat. So I bought like 8 of these because they're so good. So yeah, I found these at GNC. So far that's the only place I've been able to find them. Next are these BCAA amino supplements from Women's Best. This is the blue raspberry flavor. You just add a scoop or two to some water, and this really helps with workouts. It really helps me on those like really heavy leg days that are really intense and hard to get through. This makes it a lot easier to get through. I feel like I'm able to just complete my workout with more stamina. Amino acids help with muscle energy and things like that. I could kind of read a little bit about it. Anyways, it's gonna help with your workouts as well as just recovery. And then the last food item right here, we've got the Silk protein, almond, and cashew milk. I really love this milk because it is dairy free, soy free, and 10 grams of protein per 8 ounces. So this is just a really, really good milk to add to anything if you are trying to up your protein. I add this to smoothies, to any type of recipe, oatmeal, you know, you name it pretty much. And this contains almond milk, cashew milk, and pea protein is, I believe, what gives it its protein. There is 2 grams of sugar in here as well, and 8 grams of fat, 130 calories in a cup. But yes, I love adding this to my protein shakes. It easily, quickly adds 10 to 15 grams of protein just by using this as the liquid. So I had to shout it out. Next, I just wanted to throw in a pair of sunglasses that I've been really enjoying lately. They were only $7 from either Ross or TJ Maxx, and they are Jessica Simpson, I believe. These are Sean John, but I just really like these, and they're just so cheap, but they feel more expensive to me. I don't know if they're dirty or if they look dirty. They do look dirty in my eyeball, but I don't know about on the screen. But I just like this shape. They're kind of different than the shapes that I own, and they flatter me, which is rare. It's hard for me to find sunglasses that don't make me look funny. So yeah, I just thought I'd shout these out. I love finding some good cheap sunglasses. Next is a little spiritual little thing that I've been really enjoying lately, and they are my oracle cards. So I bought my first deck of oracle cards, and these ones are called Work Your Light. And if you don't know what oracle cards are, they are cards that have been pretty much channeled by somebody. Somebody was channeled these messages, and they're just beautiful, usually cards. Some of them have themes like spirit animal, ancestors, angels, whatever. I'm not an expert myself, but pretty much you can just get daily messages from your spirit guides, etc. And by pulling cards, shuffling and pulling cards. So we've got boundaries right here, and the artwork is just so gorgeous. Where do you need to? I can't read it on the screen, but you see. Next, I wanted to share just a couple shoes. So we've got these Jordans right here, and I forgot what these are called. I love the color. I love black and orange, and I just love these, so I had to shout them out. Love wearing this with an all black outfit. Next are another pair of Nikes. These are the Air Force Ones. These are the newest like release of style. I believe these are called the Shadows. If not the Shadows, I believe they're the Shadows. And I love these so much. I don't think you could see with this light. Love Nike. Next is some mouthwash. I don't know if I've talked about this mouthwash on my channel yet, but I've been loving the TheraBreath oral rinse, specifically this one. I've basically tried all of them at this point, like all the colors, and I really like the green one. It's fluoride free, it's mild mint, so it actually doesn't have like a minty flavor. So if you're somebody that's looking for a minty flavor, you might want to not go for this one. But this is like just so flavorless. It has no burn to it, and it really cleans and freshens my mouth. This is used every day and I love it. Next, we'll quickly do a little skincare talk. So I've been using the Revolution from Makeup Revolution. It's like their skincare brand. Their Colloidal Silver Serum. Colloidal Silver is supposed to help with toxins and stuff like that. So I've been using this the past week or so, and I like what it's doing to my skin. My skin's been breaking out, and I feel like this contributed to helping clear it up. I found that my vitamin C serum and stuff like that was not helping. So I'm really digging this one right now. I also really love this one from Derma E, and it's the Canicel Pressed Serum, and it has hemp stem cells in it. I wish the jar was bigger. This is like $20 just for this little tiny jar, so I don't use this as often as I'd like to. It's almost gone, but it's just a little jar of a pressed serum, so it's kind of a different concept, which is pretty cool as well. I find that I have to use a little bit more of product than I would with a liquid serum, just because getting it to melt down and everything like that, I just find that I use more. It smells really good. It kind of reminds me of like an orange smoothie for some reason. But this is very gentle on the skin, very like luxurious and rich and creamy, and I just really like it. And then another serum that I recently ordered is from the brand Beauty of Joseon or Joseon or Joseon. Sorry for messing that up, but I think but it is the South Korean brand, and this is the Glow Serum Propolis and Niacinamide Serum. So niacinamide is really good for irritated skin and just keeping that top layer of skin, the skin barrier, nice and rich and strong and all of that good stuff. Hiram from Skincare by Hiram or on YouTube recommended this, and I decided to try it out, and that reminds me of another product that I tried that he recommended that I'm loving as well right now, and that is the Rovectin Clean Lotus Water Cream. This is fragrance free, really simple moisturizer, also a South Korean brand. I've been really purchasing South Korean brands for skincare a lot lately. They just do the best things for my skin, and I recently used up my latest moisturizer by COSRX, and I just decided to try something different, even though I really liked that one. And this one is just as bomb. I feel like it helps me look nice and luminous, but not like oily or anything like that. It keeps me nice and moisturized. I like to use this day and night, under makeup and all that stuff, without makeup, all that stuff. Another product that's kind of skincare-y is that I've been really enjoying is from the Ulta Beauty brand, and it's the Bronze Glow Self-Tanning Gradual Tan Face Mist. It's ultra hydrating and buildable color, and you're supposed to just pat a few sprays into your skin. So what I find myself doing is spraying a couple sprays in my hand after all of my skincare. Oh wait, so it says put it on clean dry skin. I've been putting it on clean moisturized skin, so maybe I should do it differently and do cleanse my skin, then add this, and then add my other products on top. But nonetheless, I've been adding this on top and just patting it in and making sure that it is kind of like blending, or not, you can't see it, it goes in clear, but make sure that there is product like in the hairline and not a lot of product, you know, under my eyes or in the middle of my forehead or whatever. but when I use this, I do like how I look when I wake up the next day. I usually just use it at night, and it's really subtle, but it just feels like my skin has a little bit more color to it. And I have a very, very pale face, especially this time of year. Even in the summer, my face is pale compared to my body, but I am just pale in general right now. But I don't know if you could tell. You really can't. I just find that this does help a little bit to match my faint tan that I have going on right now. This perfume from Maison Margiela, and it's like the line Replica, which is a perfume line that has various different scents. This By the Fireplace scent smells so good. My grandma put me onto this, and she gave me this sample for Christmas. And I don't know if it'd be for everybody, but it smells so good. It's definitely a different scent. So I like kind of different types of scents. I love clean scents. I love kind of floral scents. I love like tropically beachy scents. And I love rich, sweet scents as well. And this one's definitely got a sweetness to it, but it also smells like a fire. So it's just really interesting. Like it smells smoky, but sweet. So, like I said, it might be a little too heavy or a little too musky or something like that for some people, but I love it. And the scent lingers for a long time, so I smell it for hours, and it just makes me happy because I smell it all day. But the bottle is pricey, so I just have the sample right now, but I might have to buy the full bottle eventually. Thank you for watching this video. If you're still watching, I really appreciate those of you who do watch my video all the way through, those of you that watch every video, that like, that comment. But other than that, I'm gonna end the video. So I'm sending you all the love and all the good vibes, and I'll catch you in my next video real soon. Peace out. Bye bye.